I'm Ariadna. I'm a mathematician, and I'm currently working at the NASA Goddard Space Flight Center with the flight dynamics team. Most of the work that I do is essentially computing trajectories for spacecraft. I'm specialized on libration point orbits. Those are points where telescopes like the James Webb, Roman Space Telescope, SOHO, or other are launched. And part of my work is seeing how to get there, how to keep those telescopes in orbit. So there's a lot of math, a lot of simulations involved in my work. But essentially, everything is trying to find the best ways to optimize and minimize the cost of the mission. So, I mean, essentially, I was born, raised in Barcelona. I did all my studies in Barcelona. So I essentially did my degree here, my PhD, started working. And when I was around 35 is when I started moving abroad for work. So my connection is just that it's my hometown. Barcelona is my hometown, is where I've been raised and where kind of my most inherent being or heart is. So I live in Washington, D.C., and I work in Maryland. That's where NASA is set. And I think one of the main differences I've seen from the ecosystem that I'm related to what I remember from when I was working in Barcelona is the big interconnection that there is between the private and the public sector, and also like between the universities and research centers. Here at NASA, every summer, there's like 1,000 different interns that come from the university and are involved on cool projects that we have to offer. So that I think really inspires the new generations, people that are studying, to get involved more in science and technology and follow their paths. I remember when I was studying in Barcelona that I didn't have that opportunity. So while I was studying, I was actually not sure what being a mathematician meant. What could I do after work? I kind of figured it out through the way, but I think this type of initiatives really, really help for the younger generations to kind of have a career path or know what type of jobs they can do in science and technology. I mean, I would guess that my main achievement is being here at NASA. It is something that was probably my wildest dreams, but I had never considered it as a possibility. But I came here 4 years ago for an internship, and just being there, them giving me a problem on my own, being able to solve them, and seeing that I was resourceful and that my ideas could make an impact to the projects that they were working here at NASA, that really made me feel proud about myself. So that is something that I really like, let's say. So, and I think one of the advantages that I had already done two other postdocs abroad. So I already had the experience of living abroad, and that part didn't come as new. It was more the fact of just going here, doing and showing what I was capable of. And the things that I'm working now that I really like is that I'm mixing a lot of mathematics and astrodynamics, so the application on space. So being able to use that mathematical background to understand and give kind of formalism to the problems that they're solving, and using the techniques and ideas to get insight on how missions and how our control strategies work. I think that this is something that I'm very proud of my work here at NASA. I would say that what inspires me most is my family. My parents and my brother, they always have been very, very supportive of my work. And I really, they make me be a better person and work harder to achieve my dreams. And then on a more professional level, I would say like all the other women that have been in STEM career-related fields back in the past. I remember like 4 or 5 years, I learned about the stories about these hidden figures, Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Bog and Mary Ann Jackson, that were the hidden figures of NASA. Knowing what they were able to do with all the trouble back in the days just makes me value what they did and want to push myself more to try and inspire other younger generations to, especially girls that want to dedicate to STEM careers, to do that. So essentially those two things were the things that inspire me more to continue working on what I'm doing. I think that what I see most valuable from a network like this is the fact of having a connection with Barcelona. As I said, Barcelona has always a very important part in my heart, and I really want to go there somehow. I want to be connected to the city in a way. And I think a network like this enables you to find connections with that, find other people to work with from Barcelona. So that is one of the things that I find more valuable. And what I could provide is the same. Like, I have the experience of being abroad, so I can help maybe inspire other people or find paths to follow similar paths as mine. So having this connection with the people abroad and in Barcelona, I think that's very interesting and valuable from a network perspective. So I think having a science diplomacy strategy that helps put Barcelona on the map, and that means that it attracts people from abroad to come and invest in Barcelona or come and study Barcelona and just develop the potential that the city has in terms of science and technology. And I think it also inspires people from the same city. One of the things that you hear around here, and you ask many people, like, why did they end up working at NASA, for instance, or in other research centers, is because they grew around it, and knowing that that was an option really helped people get inspired or get driven to science and technology. So having a city that is well known in the world for having a strong science and technology network will help inspire people that are studying, that are living in Barcelona, to invest and study and get engaged on those fields. It's a tough question. I would essentially just say it's too cheesy, but follow your dreams, or just be passionate about what you do. I think one of the most important things when you're doing a science and technology career is to work on something that really moves you, drives you, and you are driven to, that you are enjoying yourself while you're doing the job. Because it has very, very tough moments where things don't work out. But if you're doing something that you like, you find ways to get through. So I would just encourage people to do things that they like, enjoy your path, and don't focus that much on the final goal, because it will be there, it will arrive. But just do something that inspires you and you love.